Local Outbreak with IPMNation.com.
Hey everybody, welcome to this week's Local Outbreak on IPM Nation and 100.1 The Planet. Matt Connerton from IPMNation.com here with you. And this week we have a returning guest, one of the gentlemen who we've had on the show many times over the years, a great friend of mine and a very talented musician, Scrimmy the Dirtbag. I think the last time we had him on was probably less than 6 months ago, but he's been very, very prolific. He's got a brand new album. Of course, there's a whole lot of recording going on right now with all these folks who are staying home during the pandemic. But Scrimmy is one of them. He's been very productive. He's got some brand new stuff. Let's open it up with his brand new single. It's called Down with the World. And then from there, we'll go right into our brand new interview with Scrimmy the Dirtbag on this week's Local Outbreak on IPM Nation and 100.1 The Planet.
Come on! Woke up this morning, but I stayed in bed. I searched for explanations for all the things inside my head. I ain't low, I'm seeing red. I'm making around this thing so that we are in bed. I'm going down with the rest of the world. I'm going down with the rest of the world. I look outside, all I can see, a lot of nothing, still got nothing as far as I can see. I'm laying low, I'm sinking down, I'm waiting for someone to find us on the ground. I'm going down with the rest of the world. I'm going down with the rest of the world.
Everybody, so joining us by phone, we have the wonderful Scrimmy the Dirtbag. How are you, my friend?
I'm all right, man. How are you doing?
Doing well. So obviously, I've been asking everybody the obligatory question. How are you doing through all this mess that we're going through?
I'm kind of in and out, I guess. I'm not working like a regular job right now.
Yeah.
I've been out since the 16th, and then obviously the Shaskeen's been closed down, and all of the gigs I have had booked are no longer happening.
Yeah,
so I'm
yeah.
home making music.
Yeah, yeah. Well, at least you're, at least you're home making music. And, I was, I've been talking to people about this too on the air, that it's at least you can take something like this and do something positive with it, because, the best way to deal, I think, with anything that's a rough situation, whether it's something you're going through personally or something like this that we're all kind of going through together but separately, is to be able to kind of take the moment and do something creative with it, and create art or create whatever it is that's positive. So so at least you're able to do that, and also too, in a way, we're kind of fortunate that this is happening at the time that it's happening, when we have all this technology and you can stay home and create music. If this happened, like 30 years ago, we'd all be sitting around going, oh, what the hell do we do? There's literally nothing to do except, well, maybe I'll pull out my box of VHS tapes and watch a movie. You know what I mean?
I mean, unfortunately for me, I've never been much of a computer person, so this is all learning right now.
Yeah.
So, I just did my first live stream last weekend, and I had to have my girlfriend help me with it because I have no idea how to turn any of these things on.
No, but like you said, it's a learning opportunity, so that's good.
Mm-hmm.
What now? How did you find the experience of it? Because obviously, a lot of musicians are doing that right now. Did you enjoy it? Did you feel that it went well?
Well, so I didn't really actually play any music.
Oh,
I just did a thing, and I ended up shaving my beard off while my album was playing in the background, as more of a joke.
I didn't realize that. I'll have to go back and watch it. That's funny, because I saw the picture of you after having shaved. I didn't realize you had done that live during the stream while your music played.
Yeah, no, I had been promoting that I was going to play the whole Spare Parts album in its entirety, and then when we went on the air, I just played the album through a speaker, and I shaved while it was playing.
Oh, I didn't realize that. I'm going to go back and watch that. That's brilliant.
And it actually was the perfect amount of time to get it all done.
And are you happy with the results? Are you happy with your somewhat cleanly shaven face?
Oh yeah. It's been a long time coming.
Yeah. I know what you mean. I haven't been fully shaved in, I think it's been decades now.
Yeah.
Now, how much music have you been? Have you been working on stuff every day? You did send me some things. But...
I was working pretty hard for the first couple of weeks, and then the past 5 or 6 days, I haven't really done much. I have a ton of music equipment in the house, and my living room is currently set up to do recording and whatnot, but I just haven't really been able to get back to it, and I just finished mixing and mastering a whole new record that's going to come out next weekend, so I've been busy doing that and getting it all ready to go. So
yeah, outstanding. I think there's going to be a lot of new music coming out over the course of this. Have you been out and about at all? I mean, I know there's a stay-at-home order, obviously, but people are...
I've been to the grocery store a couple times.
Yeah.
I try to go for a walk, at least around a couple of blocks in the neighborhood every couple of days, and then I've been to my jam space a couple times just to get some gear, but other than that, I've been home. Yeah.
Are you collaborating with others musically? Because obviously, again, we live in this era with all this technology where you can, email files back and forth and whatnot.
So that goes back to my lack of knowledge in the technology, and I only have a little 4-track Tascam at home, cassette recorder. So I do all of my stuff on that, and then I figured out a way to bounce it into an editing program, and then I have MP3s and I send it to people, and if they want to add stuff to it, they can, and they have, so it's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's awesome. So how many tracks are going to be on the new album?
8.
8, very good.
8 brand new songs.
Brand new, awesome. And are you releasing it under Scrimmy the Dirtbag, or because you usually have multiple
It's all
projects?
me. I played everything on the album except for one song. There's some violin, and that was played by Zach from Happy Just to See You.
Oh,
but
very
everything
good.
else on there is all me.
Very, very cool. So, I mean, how are you feeling in terms of, just about, like, are you optimistic about the future? Do you think things will get back to normal? A lot of people.
I don't know. It's weird. I would like to hope so, but
yeah.
I mean, this is going to be a big traumatic thing for people. They're not going to want to interact with people the same way for a while, and like once they give the green light for people to go back to work, are they going to force people to go back to work right away that aren't comfortable yet, or are they going to give everybody some time to ease back into it? Because I have no idea what's going on. I'm not working, and I just got a call if I wanted to go back to work at my shop for one day this week. And
oh, really? Yeah.
apparently they're trying to divvy up days so people can go in and work for like a day by themselves doing their job.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's kind of, if I want to go in, I can, and it's a matter of getting there too. So.
Right, of course, yeah. Yeah, wow. You know, it's funny too. Speaking of getting there, I've been. It's very strange. I don't know if you've noticed when you have gone out, whether to go to the grocery store or to your rehearsal space, how like this is weird how kind of empty the roads are compared to how they usually are. You know, it's very, very strange.
Actually, I live on the west side, and you would think it would be pretty quiet for my neighborhood, but this is the time where all the loonies are coming out and hooting and hollering in the street in the middle of the night, and sometimes during the day, and
yeah,
just people are kind of getting weird.
Right. Well, you know, the warm weather does bring some of that. That's true. Hey, so let me ask you this. We'll kind of shift gears for a moment because I am very curious to get your thoughts because you had commented.
I know where this is going.
You know where this is going because you had commented on my Facebook post that you did not care for the Firefly Funhouse match.
So again, we talked before, and you told me I wasn't allowed to cuss. So do you really?
Well, yeah. You can. It's just I then have to edit it afterward.
I just think what they're doing to Bray Wyatt is kind of garbage. Like there's some cool ideas in it, and I just think they're gonna end up burying it. I mean, I don't know. There's a thing that I have to keep remembering that they gear this towards kids too.
Sort of.
So I'm not always gonna get what I want out of it.
That's true. That's true. I liked it, but it's very polarizing, and I think I had said this on Facebook. You know, it seems like the reactions to it are people really loved it or they really hated it.
I really hated it. I really hated it. I wanted to see a match. I wanted to at least do something cool like they did the night before with the Takers match, I loved it.
Yeah, now that's something I've noticed too, is the Boneyard match with The Undertaker and AJ Styles. That seems to have gotten universal acclaim, and I did watch that. I just watched like an edited version of it somebody put on YouTube.
It's not that long. It's worth the watch. It's kind of just like watching Walking Dead and Sons of Anarchy together.
Yeah. So based on that though, so your objection to the Firefly Funhouse match, obviously, if you like the Boneyard match, obviously your objection to the Firefly Funhouse match is not that it's the
idea was fine, but I just didn't enjoy it.
Yeah.
I thought it was a cop out. I thought they just kind of ended it and it was dumb that way that it went. So that's just me.
Yeah. Have you been continuing to watch?
Not as much.
Yeah.
There's a lot of NXT people in there that I can recognize them from when I watched before, but I've just been preoccupied for a while.
Yeah. It's hard to watch these matches in an empty performance center.
Well, I liked it. So here's the thing about that. I was just going to ask you what you thought of it. What I thought of it was it just reminded me of when I was a kid and I used to watch like USWA on ESPN, and there's 30 people in the crowd, so it doesn't matter. And I've gone to enough like independent shows where like you don't hear the announcers and like the crowd is, you just kind of tune it out because you want to watch the show anyway. So yeah, I thought it was fine, other than when they were trying to like yell at a non-existent audience. I thought that was silly. But other than that, the matches were great.
Yeah. I see, to me, it makes a big difference. I would be happy with a small crowd versus there just be nobody there. Like, to me, when there's nobody there, I think it's very awkward and strange.
I just put myself in the place of like what it's like if I'm there.
Yeah.
And I'm there to watch the show anyway, and I kind of tune out the crowd half of the time anyway.
Yeah, yeah. Like, I think,
but it does add to the spectacle of it all.
Yeah, I think it would have been cool if they could have done it, and obviously they couldn't do it. This was off the table, but if they could have done it at the Performance Center or at Full Sail where they normally do NXT, if they could have gotten away with a small crowd and just having the normal NXT crowd, but having it be WrestleMania, because that was, because they couldn't do a stadium or an arena, but they could still do at least the normal Full Sail size crowd. I think that actually would have been kind of cool because it would have been different.
But it's just not the right time.
Yeah.
You just can't do it. So their options were what they were, and I'm glad they did something.
So you don't think they should have just delayed it?
If the performers are willing to keep going, I don't see why not.
Yeah.
I'm sure they're taking like 80 million precautions while they're in there.
Oh, no doubt. Yeah. I read something online. Stephanie McMahon was talking about how with the Performance Center, like, they're basically fumigating the place every single day. They have a crew that goes in and they do like a deep cleaning like every single day if there's going to be people there the next day. Now, have you been watching, do you watch AEW?
I want to, but I haven't been. Wednesday nights is usually, I rehearse every Wednesday night.
Oh, okay.
So I never get a chance to watch, and I think it's on Fox, and I don't think I have Fox anyway. No, that's on TNT. I definitely don't have TNT.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't either. We don't have cable.
I watch stuff on YouTube when I can.
Exactly. That's the same thing that I do, yeah. And I have kind of a similar issue. It's just hard to find the time to watch it all, but have you watched the Matt Hardy stuff that they've been doing in AEW?
No, I said I've been kind of a little out of the loop for a couple of months, just focusing on other. Yeah.
They're back to doing the broken Matt Hardy with.
I read some stuff about it.
I'm amazed.
I'm probably gonna get back a little bit more into it now that I have some more time on my hands.
Yeah, we've all got that.
I've been watching a lot of the Dark Side of the Ring stuff.
I need to watch those. I haven't watched any of those yet. Yeah. Everyone says they're amazing. Geez, even Jim Cornette likes them, and he doesn't like anything.
He's part of it.
Yeah, doesn't he? He's interviewed in them, right?
I believe he has something to do with the whole thing.
Oh, okay. Oh, I didn't know that.
I used to listen to his podcast all the time, and he's been talking about it for 2 years.
Yeah. I enjoy his podcast as well, and I like how he mixes the wrestling and politics.
With the politics,
yeah, because he's hilarious the way that he talks about Trump and Republicans, and oh my God, he's brutal.
Oh yeah,
he's brutal. Plus, there's always been something kind of fun about hearing someone with a Southern accent expressing liberal ideology. There's just something cool about that. But no, I like Cornette. He made a terrible error in judgment with what he said.
Yeah, I was really torn about that for a while, and I actually stopped listening to his podcast shortly after that.
Yeah.
For that reason. But if you think about it, that's kind of his thing,
right?
And that's something that he's said before in like script in the '80s. So he's kind of always throwing out his like little ignorant catchphrases here and there because it's part of his thing.
Yeah,
but,
exactly.
It was dumb, but it is what it is.
Yeah, and I give him the benefit of the doubt. I don't think he meant it the way that people took it, but he also should have known better that people would take it that way. So, but yeah, he's a very interesting and entertaining guy. Did you ever? I'm sure I've asked you this before, but when we had that local wrestling promotion here in Manchester, WAW, and I think they moved. I think they're in Massachusetts.
Before my time.
Okay, right. I remember now. That's right. I did ask you that, and that was before you were in this area. Okay. Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there anybody else doing anything like indie wise around here that I don't know about that you know about?
Like in Manchester?
Yeah.
I mean, I know a couple of dudes that do things with local promotions, but I don't know if there's anything directly in Manchester. I haven't seen anything.
Yeah, probably not.
But I've been to like a few Impact shows and a few Beyond Wrestling shows. I think they're based out of like Mass or Florida or something. I'm not really sure. I just go.
Yeah. I haven't done that in a really long time.
It's fun.
And of course now there's currently there's no opportunities to do so, but oh boy. And are you so by the way, I remember you and I having a conversation about this a long time ago, and you said at the time that Dean Ambrose was a favorite of yours. And
he's great.
I'm curious. So did you follow him? I know you don't get a chance to watch much AEW, but have you kind of kept up on what he's doing as John Moxley?
A little bit here and there. I know about the eye patch and whatnot. I've watched enough YouTube stuff. I watch the What Culture stuff all the time.
Oh, those are great.
Whatnot.
Yeah, those are a lot of fun. Those are fun.
But again, I haven't super followed the AEW stuff. I just hear little tidbits here and there.
Right. Yeah. Well, so now getting back to the music. So, you sent me some tracks, and I know there was one thing you texted me about that you don't want to play because it's not ready yet. What was it? The song that I emailed you and I said I really love that song.
Yeah, Ghost of Your Bones.
Oh, Ghost of Your Bones. That's the name of the album, right?
It's also the name of one of the songs too.
Oh, it is.
I think it's the name of the first song I sent you.
Oh, because I've got I've got Down with the World.
Yeah, that's the new single that just came out on Sunday.
Oh, okay, so that's out. So we'll play that. I've got Death of Me.
That's Ghost of Your Bones.
Oh, gotcha. Okay, yeah. So I'm gonna move that over. Yeah. And then and then there's a couple other things you sent me. What's this fun park?
Are you a sidekick? No, I'm not psychic. Do you know the devil? Can you give him a message? No. I don't know the devil, but if I did, what would be your message? I'm ready to make a deal.
IPMNation.com.
Welcome back to Local Outbreak on 100.1 The Planet and IPM Nation. Matt Connerton here with you, and here's more of my interview with Scrimmy the Dirtbag.
So one of the things I like to do with my recordings, I like to build songs, and so what I'll do is I'll set up a mic either in the house or in my jam space and record drums with like a pattern in my head without any real song ideas, and then I'll record like multiple drum tracks and then go back to them like whenever I feel like it and just like kind of build songs around the beats that are there.
Okay.
So I'll put a bass line down or a guitar part, and then I'll put either or on top of that, and then sometimes if I have like a poem or a line of lyrics in my phone, I'll come up with something. But I've been doing a lot of instrumental stuff lately, and my drummer Lee came over a couple weeks ago, and we set up a drum set in the living room, and I recorded a bunch of drum tracks, and now I'm building an album of songs out of it.
Oh, very cool. Is that a new approach for you, or have you done it that way before?
I've kind of been doing that since I was a kid.
Oh, very cool.
And now I have like the capability to do it more, and it keeps me busy and forces me to come up with ideas.
Very nice. Very nice. And what about this track? I think you said in the email this is a project you're involved in. This I fell asleep.
It was an accident.
What's
that? It was a happy accident.
Oh.
I've been making tracks and sending them to people via email over this whole like quarantine thing, and asking people if they want to add something to it or cut it up and loop it, or like I've sent it to some stuff to a couple of rappers. I sent some stuff to Ryan Jackson from Cactus Attack, and he redid one of my songs and added some words to it.
Oh.
And then some friends of mine in a couple of other bands that I share a rehearsal space with, that I sent them some stuff a while ago, and they just sent me that back last night, what I sent you. It's pretty awesome. I'm pretty excited about it. I just don't want to jump the gun on it just yet.
Right. Which one is that I fell asleep?
Yeah.
Okay. So don't play that one?
Don't play that one.
Okay.
Even though it's the best thing that I sent you.
Oh, okay. Is that the one, so the Ghost of Your Bones, is that one okay to play?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I misunderstood. Okay. I thought that was the one you didn't want me to play yet. Okay.
No. The last one. The one.
Oh. Gotcha. Okay. All right, cool. So I can play Ghost of Your Bones. That's good, because I really love that.
Yeah. You can play Fun Park. You can play Ghost of Your Bones. You can play Down with the World.
Nice. Okay, very cool. And so now I assume this is just going to have an online release initially, because right now you can't really go out and sell physical copies of anything.
I got it. It's going to drop Sunday on Easter. It's going to be on Bandcamp, and then hopefully soon after that it'll be on the Spotify and the Apple Music and all those fun things.
Yes, very good. And the whole thing is you? Like you?
Yeah.
So nobody else is on it? Wow.
Nope. Just this one, the last song on the album, there's violin on it that I had a friend come in and play on.
That's amazing. Is this the first album because you've put out a lot of stuff over the years? Is this the first thing you've put out that's all you?
Technically, yeah. Like the first Scrimmy the Dirtbag demos that I had when I did like my first tours were all stuff that I played everything myself, but
yeah,
it's obviously evolved.
Right. Yeah, absolutely.
I've been doing these 4-track recordings for like 6 months, and just kind of sitting on a lot of things and being anxious about putting something out. And these 8 songs kind of all blend together with a theme. and it was kind of unintentional.
Oh.
And I think it's like a kind of poignant. It's relevant to what's going on now, once like politically and like personally, and it's like about isolation and paranoia and about everything basically going to shit.
Well, it's certainly it is an appropriate time for that. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Absolutely.
So I accidentally made a concept album.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that probably happens. That probably happens to a lot of artists. You know, they create an album and then they look back and they realize, oh, there is a theme here, and I didn't necessarily even, go into it intending to do that. But that's
not at all. Not at all.
Yeah. Oh, that's.
And I've got like 40 songs recorded that
really?
I had to sift through, and like I picked these because they were my favorite, and then they just kind of worked out that it is what it is.
So you've got a ton of material that we haven't even heard yet.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
I have
my God.
so much shit.
Oh, wow. Oh, very cool.
Local Outbreak with IPMNation.com.
Welcome back to Local Outbreak on 100.1 The Planet and IPM Nation. Matt Connerton here with you, and here is more of my interview with Scrimmy the Dirtbag. Do you have stuff that you've just never finished? Like, do you have a backlog of stuff that you just...
I've always got stuff that could be finished. I tend to get... I'm pretty kind of impatient when it comes to recording.
Yeah.
Like, if I try to do like a song a day, if I can.
Oh.
And then if I really can't get it down, I move on to something else.
Yeah.
And then sometimes I'll go back to it, or sometimes I'll re-record something.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that makes sense, yeah. Have you gone back and re-recorded anything from early in your career that you've put out?
I'm thinking about doing something like that.
Oh, okay. Okay,
So,
cool.
That is something that I've kind of wanted to do for a while, or just kind of rekindling old collaborations with people that I have worked with in the past.
Oh, very good.
So those are also things.
Yeah. Well, you've worked with a lot of great people, that's for sure. And you do not only are you recording everything, and you're recording everything in your home, obviously now, but are you doing all the mixing and everything yourself? You do everything yourself at this point?
I do all the mixing and recording myself, and then my girlfriend has decided to learn how to do mastering, and she mastered this past album.
Oh, no kidding! Oh, good for her.
Yeah, she handles most of like the electronic aspect of what I do. And she does like handles all the release stuff, and I don't know how to do any of that stuff.
Well, that's great then. You make a good team. You know what you don't know how to do, she knows how to do. And is she also a musician?
No.
Okay, but she's a techie.
Yes.
Or somewhat. Yeah.
And she's got an ear.
What's that?
She has an ear.
Yeah. Good. Oh, that's awesome. Is this the first release of yours that she's mastered?
Yes.
Very nice. Well,
but
that's
she's
awesome.
been pretty much involved with all of the Scrimmy albums.
Yeah.
She handles like all the layouts for the CDs and helps put together the artwork and all of that wonderful fun stuff.
Yeah. No, that's great.
I usually kind of come up with an idea and find the exact artwork, and then she molds it all together into a package.
Oh, I gotcha. Oh, very cool. That's awesome. All right, my friend. Well, we'll begin to wrap up. It's always wonderful to talk with you, and congratulations on the new album that's coming out. And I look forward to getting to talk to you in person again in the studio at WMNH once this all
totally.
blows over.
I'd like to get back in there again. I want to get in there with Lee sometime.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, that would be awesome. You know, I still don't think, I mean, you know, I'm Facebook friends with him, and I always tag him in the wrestling stuff because I noticed way back that he was reacting to all of that. But I don't think I've ever actually met Lee in person. leave.
I think he knows who you are. I know that, and I know he really wants to be on the show.
Yeah. And I'll probably I'll reach out to him and see about setting up a phoner with him in the meantime. But yeah, it would be great to have you guys on together in the studio. That would be wonderful.
That would be tons of fun.
Definitely. All right, my friend. Well, congratulations on everything that you're doing, and hang in there.
Yeah, man.
Late night after dark, hiding in the park. The city's gonna be the death of me. The building look like headstones of hiding in my headphone. The city's gonna be the death of me. The city's gonna be the death of me. All the shades turned down. Hope no one's around. The city's gonna be the death of me. I know that it ain't right. Buy a pill or gun or knife. The city's gonna be the death of me. The city's gonna be the death of me. The city's gonna be the death of me. Wait 60 seconds and tell them that you fell. Wait 60 seconds and tell them that you fell. Nothing ever feels right. The city's gonna be the death of me. Feel the ghost of your bones. I don't feel safe when I'm alone. The city's gonna be the death of me. 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 The city's gonna be the death of me.
Local Outbreak with IPMNation.com.
Welcome back, everybody. I hope you enjoyed my brand new interview with Scrimmy the Dirtbag on this week's Local Outbreak on IPM Nation and 100.1 The Planet. And, of course, since we recorded that interview, the new album has come out, The Ghost of Your Bones by Scrimmy the Dirtbag, and it is available right now. I'm looking at it here on Bandcamp. The artwork is really cool, too. But we'll get in a couple more tracks here from the new album on this week's Local Outbreak. Here it is. This is the final track on the album. This is called Laid to Rest. Let's give this a listen. Laid to Rest from the new album from Scrimmy the Dirtbag on this week's Local Outbreak. That's Laid to Rest from the new Scrimmy the Dirtbag release, Ghost of Your Bones. We actually have time for one more. We're going to fit in one more track from the new album, but please, if you like what you hear, make sure you support Scrimmy. I often sermonize about this on the show, but it's now more important than ever with what's going on right now. Please do whatever you can to support local artists, local musicians. We have so much great talent here in the Granite State. And, I'm sure that's true of everywhere, all over the country. There's great local musicians making amazing music that you wouldn't otherwise hear. So we're very blessed to have this opportunity to do this on an FM station like 100.1 The Planet every week. Been doing it for over a decade now. And we're very grateful for that, and grateful to all of you who support local music. If you hear an artist on the show that you like, please reach out to them. I usually say make sure you get to a show, but right now there are no shows. But support them. Let them know you like what they're doing. Give their Facebook page a like. Share out their YouTube videos. Whatever you can do to let these artists know that you enjoy what they're doing. A little bit goes a long way. And like I said, it is now more important than ever to do that. So, and thank you again to Scrimmy. I always love talking to Scrimmy. And, of course, don't forget ipmnation.com/local outbreak for the full archive of the show. You can hear my previous interviews with Scrimmy from over the years. And, of course, all the other episodes of Local Outbreak over the last decade and almost a decade and a half now. Wow. Anyway, we'll finish up with one more from the new release from Scrimmy the Dirtbag, Ghost of Your Bones. This is called Another Lost Cause to close out this week's Local Outbreak on IPM Nation and 100.1 The Planet.
shadow. You know what, Henry? You're a regular barnyard exhibit. Sheep's eyes, chicken guts, piggy friends, and extra brains. marginal politics. No good at making money. No good at making an impression on anybody. And no good at all in bed.
Local Outbreak with IPMNation.com.